Welcome back, YouTube. To my 30 subscribers, thank you for tuning back in, and to all of my hopeful future subscribers, thank you for subscribing. And if you're new to my channel and haven't subscribed, that's what I ask, and I ask that you share my videos and hit that bell icon so you can get notified of any upcoming videos. So I have been friends with Blackie Thomas for a couple of years now, and he come out with his knapsack video several months ago, his concept, and he did a field test of that. He did a slight little review of that original, and then he had Jason from Campcraft Outdoors make the prototype, which, as you saw in the beginning, I have the new Haversack, the prototype of the Nighthawk Knapsack, and I have one of the original Blackbird Haversacks. And in this video, what I plan to do is, since this comes with no straps, just D-rings at the top and D-rings at the bottom, I'm going to show you a way to convert this knapsack into a backpack by using the original Blackbird Haversack and the newest Blackbird Haversack. So without further ado, I am going to disassemble these straps, reassemble them onto this pack, and we will go over dimensions and everything else as soon as I assemble this into a pack. So as you can see, we are sitting in front of all of the new Haversack, Nighthawk, and original Haversack, and I'm going to pull the straps off and start assembling this as a backpack. The only thing that you will need to make this work is a small carabiner for the hooks at the top for when you fold this thing down and roll it. We'll show you that in just a minute. So there's one unstrapped. Here's number 2 unstrapped. And the only other thing you're going to need is a keychain ring for assembly of the backpack straps to keep them from falling off. So we'll start with the original Haversack, and the reason why I chose this one first is because it will ride on the back of the Haversack, or the knapsack, just like this, and it's going to go flat against the back of the knapsack, and it's going to provide you with some extra padding and extra gear that you could put in here, such as shelter like a tarp or emergency shelter or something along those lines that can fit in here flat, so it doesn't bother you when you're walking with the knapsack. So first thing we do is take these rings, the 2 D-rings right here. There's 2 D-rings here at the top, and we're looking at the back of the knapsack. This is going to lay across the top, and we're going to take the key ring and go over both of those D-rings, so everything's connected. You got the 2 D-rings on this, the 2 rings on this, and they are together with that key ring. On the opposite side, this is where the strap will come into play, and we will feed that all the way through until we get it up snug. And then we'll take this end and we're going to separate the two D-rings, separate them, and put the strap through to make it hold on the top. Once you get that in and secure the way you'd like, you have the start of a backpack. Here's the strap for this side, which we will flip the pack over and strap that at the end. So we're going to take the other haversack. We want it facing opposite of, or facing the same way, but we're going to put it on the other side of the knapsack where they line up just the same as the other haversack. Now we will take the strap from the new Blackbird haversack, which if you notice, they are significantly different in size and obviously different color, both waxed canvas. But we're going to take this one and we're going to run it through the old D-rings on the original Blackbird haversack, and we're going to run that all the way down, and it's going to stay like that. It is tight enough a fit that it's going to stay where it is. I've already tested this out. I've already loaded it with some gear, and it does stay. And what we're going to do next is I fumbled a little bit. I forgot to attach the original haversack to the new haversack. You gotta make sure you go through both sets of double D-rings. Still pull it all the way through. And once you do that, you're just going to come back through one set of the double D-rings, and that'll be on the old haversack. And once you do that, it locks those two together, and that will not move or go anyplace. And what we're going to do next is flip this thing over and strap the bottom to, and then we'll put it on, and I will show you what it looks like and show you how two haversacks can make this knapsack a backpack without having to go and buy Alice pack straps, trying to find a size that fits you or does not fit you, just to spend a lot of time and effort on something that may or may not work. So let's flip this around, and we will strap these straps to the new Nighthawk here. And this is going to be adjustable based on your size, of course. Not so much this new one, and I'll show you that when I attach that. But we're going to kind of guess at the moment where we want this until we get the other one on, and then we can adjust them both accordingly. As you can see, we have one strap for a backpack, and now we will do the other side. And do a test fit and get it adjusted accordingly, and we'll go from there. So let me go ahead and test fit this, see if it fits me, and if I have to make any adjustments, we'll do that, and then I'll show you the final end result as far as fitment. Okay, we made the final adjustments, but what we're going to do now is take the extra little bit of strap, and on the bottom of the Nighthawk, there are these molly straps, and you can just fold up your excess and tuck it away, and it'll stay in there pretty securely. And do that to both sides, and we'll put it on and let you see what it looks like. As you can see, we have two straps. Of course, they're two totally different sizes and colors. However, we have the backpack. We have the original underneath here that you can use for extra gear. We have the new Nighthawk bag now, and we have the new Blackbird Haversack on the outside. So we have 3 bags in one, and it fits nice. I mean, this is totally adjustable. You could always come through and, you know, put a chest strap on here if need be. If you're like me, you like to hold on to your straps. If you've watched any of Blackie's videos on the Nighthawk, you saw how he used both of these, the original Blackbird and the new Blackbird, and he used those as a waist strap that you can run it through the new Nighthawk and put it on your waist to have just a big sack. And that's a very good option. That would be great for gathering lots of tinder. If you need to make a bed for, you know, roughing it, you need leaves or pine needles or, you know, pine spruce or whatever to make bedding. That would make a great option, because this pack is super big and it's just very nice. What we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how it rolls down, and you can carabiner it together with that little black carabiner that I showed you, and then we'll get into measuring this thing out, because I don't have the exact dimensions memorized. So what I don't show you with measuring this thing out, I will leave in the description box below, and we'll just take it from there. So without further ado, let me get this back off, put the carabiner on it, show you how it rolls down, and then we'll get some measurements for you. So hang tight. Okay, so we have the pack off. I'm just going to give you kind of a run through of what everything looks like. This is wax canvas, just like the original. It's I want to say it's the same exact canvas. I don't remember those exact specs. Like I said, whatever I don't know, I will put in the description below and give you all the information that way. It's a very nice canvas. It, just like the original, has the YKK zipper and very nice deep pockets here, and they do hold a lot. They hold just as much, if not more, than the original. And I'll tell you right now, it holds a little bit more because it is a little bit larger than the original. Not by much, but definitely larger, and I will get you those dimensions and show you that. So anyway, we'll flip the whole thing up and we'll get to the Nighthawk itself. Here is what I was talking about. It's got these D-rings here on both sides, one on either side. And what you can do with that, for those of you who have not messed with the knapsack or saw Blackie's video on this knapsack, is you'll take those D-rings that have a reinforced strip up here, and you'll just fold it over. You see me do it 3 times, and you'll take those 2 D-rings and bring those together, and we'll take that carabiner and we'll attach it to one and then attach it to the other, and that gives you, in a sense, a dry bag, or, you know, a way to keep your items from falling out. We'll be doing more field testing of this in the very near future. I will be doing some gear loadouts, and we'll go over, you know, all the possibilities with all of these molly webbing straps, all on the front, along the side, along the other side, along the bottom. We have 2 rows of MOLLE webbing, and we'll have tons and tons and tons of more videos coming up about the possibilities with these bags. These bags are super nice. They are built very, very well. The stitching is incredible. You can tell that they do take their time with these when they build these. Okay, so we'll start with the back, the original Haversack, and we will do it completely laid out and the folded up dimensions, and then we'll measure the pockets just so we can do a comparison with the new Haversack. So completely folded out, we'll take our field measuring tape here, and we will see that this comes in at about 22 inches long. It comes in at about a little over 12 inches wide, 12 and a half, almost 13. This larger pouch comes in at 14 inches long. We already did the width, so we know that's 12 and a half. This little pocket is about 6 inches long, or deep, I mean. And if you include past this zipper, because it does go up about another 2 inches, it's about 8 inches total. And I pack mine all the way up into this area. So that's the dimension of this. It's 12 and a half wide, 14 long, 22 long, 14 for this pocket, 8 inches for this pocket. And it too has a YKK zipper, and it is just as durable as it was when I first was gifted this from Blackie. And now we'll move on to the new and improved Haversack. We'll do a completely folded, or completely laid out measurement, and we'll see the comparison. It's a little larger. It's about 22 3/4, so we'll say about 23 inches. The other one was 22, as you well know. Width wise, it is almost exactly 13 inches. Looks like it's about 12 3/4. This pocket on the other one was 14, and this one itself is just a tad bit larger than 14, about 14 1/4. And then this pocket also goes up not about 2 inches, it's about 1 inch. So we'll measure the whole thing from top to bottom, and we are going to come in at a little over 8 inches. So they're roughly the same, so it's just slightly larger, but it does carry a lot more. It does have heavier straps and webbing, and I like everything about this one so far. I'm going to do some gear loadouts with this as well. So now we'll measure out the Nighthawk and get you those measurements. So let's do that. Okay, so we'll pull this out and we will measure from the bottom of the webbing here, and we'll kind of lay it along here because we can't get it completely flat. And it comes in at, I want to say, about 26.5 inches long, and it is about 16 inches wide. And we'll measure how deep this is by measuring the bottom here. You can see it's got quite a big footprint. I mean, you can probably fit quite a bit in there. It's size of a backpack, I'd say. This thing is 6 inches wide this way, and we'll get a true measurement across here. It's about 11.5 wide open, so it's pretty big size. I mean, most of my packs that I have are about the same, if not even a tad bit smaller. I mean, you saw Blackie when he had his original prototype that he stuck inside one of these, and it swallowed his original. So you can see that this thing is a significant size. I mean that thing is, it'll hold a bunch. So what we'll do in a future video is we'll do some loadouts. We'll do loadouts in the knapsack. We'll do loadouts in the new Haversack versus the old Haversack. You've seen one of my videos if you've been following me for a while. I did a Haversack loadout on the original Blackbird, and now I've got this new one, and I want to do a comparison side by side. So what I'm going to do is, well, you'll just have to tune in. If you liked what you saw here and you want to see more in regards to the Nighthawk and the new Blackbird and the original Blackbird, and you want to see what I plan to carry and how I'm going to field test all of this, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and please do me a favor and like. Send me any comments, any constructive criticism. Just let me know what you think, and I will be sure to get as much information out there for you. And I'm going to have the factory specs listed in the description below. If I don't get those from Blackie himself, I've reached out to Jason from Campcraft, and hopefully he'll get me those specs. Either way, one way or another, I'm going to have the specs listed below, so make sure you read the description box below. And like I said before, please like and subscribe, and hit that bell icon for notifications of upcoming videos. And until I see you again, get out there.